Defining grey space. Well, as in any educational institution, we were working under very tight timetabling constraints because we have 7 different curriculum areas, all with different timetables. We don't see them for very much each week, and we need to make the absolute most of our contact time with them. So we thought we'll identify exactly when students feel they're not learning during critical study sessions, and that will give us a little bit of a gap where we can start working towards our research project and find out how we can transform that. So we thought of the idea of grey areas, and we already knew some of these existed because of team observations and feedback from the curriculum area tutors. So one of the things we already knew about is when lectures from critical studies and critical learning, that's myself, were back to back. This was a very difficult time for students because they had had an hour and a half's lecture followed by another hour's teaching, and this is difficult. It's a long time to actually focus, especially when the first lecturers provided a lot of new and demanding ideas for them to take in. So we wanted to check, though, that these identifications, our identifications of grey areas, tallied with that of students' own perceptions. So we took a trial group and we asked them to complete a questionnaire to say, where do you feel you're not learning? And there wasn't really any surprises there. Students felt the times they were not learning in class were during the middle of lectures, which is quite interesting, and at the end of classes when they're getting tired. And it was also very interesting, their responses to us, because they did feel they learnt far better when they were actively engaged in tasks or during discussions. So this supported Simon and mine's idea of building in these sort of reflective learning discussion spaces. So one of the things we thought we would do is take a snapshot of student responses to ask students, how would you feel if we created these spaces, and we did trial some spaces, and it was pretty much unanimously positive. All students felt this was useful.